Welcome to another installment of Ask Adam. This week's question comes from Peter Rice, and he asks, what are your favorite clouds? Well, I've got a few, and I'm willing to bet you haven't seen or heard of most of these. Starting out with my number one overall all-time favorite cloud, the lenticular. These are so cool and unique looking, like a UFO or a flying saucer. And your only chance to see these will be if you're near a mountain range, because mountains cause these by pushing air up where it condenses into that thin disk and then the air falls. Another cool feature of these is that they can stack. One forms pushing the previous one up, and that pattern continues until they look like a stack of pancakes. In this example happening right here in the Sierra. Another one of my favorites, a classic. Can't go wrong with this one, the cumulonimbus, the thunderstorm cloud. It produces severe weather, which I find fascinating. It's also majestic and powerful to see in person. And there are some really cool accessory clouds that tend to only form in association with these. A little fun fact about cumulonimbus. You know the saying, I'm on cloud 9? Cloud 9 is a cumulonimbus cloud. Back in 1896, the International Cloud Atlas came out. In the first edition, they named 10 clouds. The 9th cloud, cumulonimbus, the highest a cloud can be. So that's the highest you can be when you have the saying, I'm on cloud 9. Now, one of the accessory clouds that go along with cumulonimbus, the mammatus, and these pouches show up. If you see these in person, that either means a thunderstorm just passed, or more exciting, a thunderstorm is coming your way. And check out this example at sunset. This color is just unreal. It looks otherworldly. But there's a good chance you see mammatus clouds if you know what you're looking for. Another cool feature is a shelf cloud, also known as Arcus. This is the leading edge of a thunderstorm, and it can look pretty daunting, kind of like the end of the world is coming. And it's a good sign for you to head indoors. This example from New Jersey. This one is very rare, called the asperitas clouds. You may never see this one in person. It's like dropping a pebble in a pond, except the pebble is a thunderstorm and the pond is the air. It creates this waves, and it can be more long form too. This example coming from Augusta, Georgia. This one I know looks photoshopped, but I assure you it's real. I've had the luxury of seeing this in person a few times. Kevin Helmholtz waves, also known as fluctus. These occur when you have air going at different speeds in the atmosphere. So if wind's going slowly in the lower parts of the atmosphere, a little bit faster above, it creates this curling effect. And if you see these in person, make sure you take a picture quickly because they tend not to last very long. That curl eventually crashes just like a wave does, and the cloud dissipates. Another really cool cloud, because of how it forms and what it looks like, is the hole punch cloud. Let's say you have a layer of altocumulus clouds. These are all water droplets. Well, one of those droplets freezes, and all of a sudden you have this process called glaciation occur, where all these other water droplets around it start to freeze as well. And those ice particles literally fall out of the sky, creating a hole in those clouds. And this example, so cool, not just because of the hole punch, but this is virga. Those ice particles are evaporating before they reach the ground. And the last one has a bit of an asterisk next to it. It's called the noctilucent cloud, and I'll tell you why. All of the clouds we've been talking about so far are in the lowermost layer of the atmosphere, the troposphere. Then you go up to the stratosphere, and above that is the mesosphere. That's where you find the noctilucent. This only forms when water vapor freezes around specks of dust from incoming meteors, and it's only visible during dawn or dusk. So as you can imagine, this one is super rare. I've never seen it, but it's on my bucket list. And if you ever see something like this, you'll know it's a noctilucent cloud. So special. This is an example during sunset in Germany. And if this doesn't convince you that we live on a beautiful planet, I don't know what does. Peter, thank you for giving me an excuse to talk about my favorite clouds, one of my favorite subjects. I hope you always continue to ask questions and stay curious.